I just get an inspiration for my next model project. There are plenty of YouTube channels with excellent modelers with excellent production skills. This is not one of them. Welcome to Cable's Creations, a video channel on modeling for the rest of us. There are plenty of YouTube channels with excellent modelers with excellent production skills. This is not one of them. Welcome to Cable's Creations, a video channel on modeling for the rest of us. Well, with some extra decals and even some pieces from the Tamiya decal set, I got the special piece of ordinance fixed. And while I was at it, I went ahead and got pretty much all the rest of the decals done. Did have one of the pilot kind of break up, but I was thinking, I can create my own decal with that. Just some paint up the name, maybe even make it just a little bit bigger and get it done. So I used a mix of the kit decals and the ones that came with the special set. So we're making great progress with this. So here's my solution to the decal problems I was having. I just made some of my own. Got the name tag and then just the numbers under the stabilizers at the tail. Just an interesting little tidbit. There's a font that you can download called USN Stencil, and I just plugged that into Word on the computer, typed these out, and printed them off on some decal paper that I got at Hobby Lobby. And after you print it, you need to spray it down with something. I'd recommend Krylon Crystal Clear acrylic, and wait over 24 hours and then put them on like a normal decal. All right, took some clear spruce, stretched it, and then dunked it into the clear red, green, and orange to make various lights for the Skyraider. Okay, got those various decals fixed, like the pilot name, and I've also gotten panel line wash done, and then trying to put on a semi-gloss coat. Ran into some trouble with it kind of crazing and cracking the underlying paint on both wingtips and in areas where I need to paint the exhaust. So I kind of sanded those areas back and repainted, rescribed, and even kind of dirtied it up a bit with the same oil paint. So gonna redo things with getting the getting a semi-gloss covering. Also, I think I'll go ahead and get the exhaust stains painted in, and might just do that with some smoke, get some semi-gloss down, and after that I'll use some acrylic ink plus minus oil. Other thing I did get done while I was working with some decals, got decals onto the propeller, and also didn't really like the way the decals would end up looking on those propeller tips, so I got those painted. All right, got that. Actually redid the kill marking decal there. I got it on there and letting the mark setter do its thing. And I've also cut out the 4 sets of fins for the bombs. So I've got those sitting there. As I was cutting them out, I was realizing it was almost tip off for the Thunder game tonight, so I just stopped there instead of super gluing them onto those larger bombs. All right, been getting the bombs glued together. So yeah, I made those magnetic jigs to hold things at 90-degree angles, and looks like it worked pretty well. So I've got another batch of 4 to do, and that will actually give me a total of 8 when I only need 6. Okay, here are examples of some of the bombs. One of the things I like to do for the old tips of bombs or prop tips is paint it buff before putting the yellow over it. For these military type applications like bombs or propeller tips, that seems to work really well. However, if I was going to want to get something like a really bright yellow, like some of the airplane wings in 1940, I'd probably use a pink primer under that. So that's just a little thing I like to do. I've also got some other painting done, some metal gun barrels and a pitot tube, and part of the Yankee ejection system, and one more probe that goes on the wing, as well as a red tail for the special piece of ordnance. Incidentally, the special piece of ordnance was recorded as Santa Flush. Okay, get all that various work done on these various parts. Need to unmask the tail hook, and then I'll mask off the orange tips of the various bombs, and then paint the rest of them an olive green. Okay, got the noses of all the bombs painted yellow, and then was figuring out that, I can't really get any tape over it to mask them. So I figured out what I do is kind of put a piece of styrene tube around that end when I paint it green, and got one for the larger ones as well. So getting ready to bring out the paint booth. So I had a slight change of plans. Turns out that holding this with the bombs put into a clothespin and then into a vise, if I would hold this, the paint didn't really work right, and also the paint ended up darker than what I wanted. So actually what I ended up using was an AK paint pen. And what I would do is I would put a little bit of paint on the end to cover these larger bombs, or put a little paint on the end of that plastic tube, kind of make a mark, and use that to get my round spot, and then just as good as I could do the round. Then there were some circles already put into the plastic of the smaller ones, and I went with the smallest holes. I think one more coat with the paint pen, and those will be good. Got those exhaust stains done. Done that with acrylic ink, and also with some more acrylic ink. And some messy stuff on the walkways. And got some semi-gloss all over the various bombs. So I'm gonna do a little bit of oil weathering, maybe some of that acrylic ink as well. And also got this photo etch put together that the special ordinance is gonna go inside that. Okay, well, I got the canopy and windscreen all painted, as well as the rock for the Santa flush, and also got the fuses and timers painted up. So I'm gonna give these a while to finish setting up, and then get them a flat coat and unmask the canopy and windscreen. All right, that canopy and windscreen are looking really good. I got those painted up, so they're ready to add on at any time. Also, that kind of little rack system for the toilet is looking good too. Well, I'm gonna call that a stopping point for this week, and next time I should be finishing it all up. As it's working out, I'm getting close to being finished with all 3 projects I'm working on. So for now, showing you mine to hopefully make you feel better about yours.